Did you know that 89% of people who suffer a heart attack while alone do not make it to the hospital in time? It's a chilling number, and for seniors living by themselves, it represents a hidden danger that could strike at any moment. But here's the hopeful side. If you know what to do in the very first 10 seconds, your chances of survival can rise dramatically up to 92%. That is the power of preparation. Today, I'll reveal the 10-second rule, a simple set of actions that anyone can use to increase their odds of survival during one of life's most frightening emergencies. These aren't theories. They are life-saving techniques tested by experience and recommended by doctors. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this video right now? Morning coffee at the kitchen table or late at night on your phone? Share your answer in the comments below. I look forward to reading them. Stay tuned, because what you learn in the next few minutes could be the reason you're here to enjoy many more years of health, family, and peace of mind. Not long ago, I met a man named Robert, a 6-year-old retired teacher who had been living alone since his wife passed away. His mornings were always the same. He would rise at 6 a.m., make a pot of coffee, and read the newspaper in his recliner. But one morning was different. While sipping his coffee, he began to feel an unusual pressure in his chest, as though a heavy stone was pressing down from the inside. At first, he thought it was just indigestion. He had eaten a late dinner the night before, so he brushed it off. 15 minutes passed, and instead of fading, the discomfort grew worse. His left arm began to tingle, and soon a dull ache spread to his jaw. In that moment, he remembered what his doctor had told him months earlier during a community health talk. If these signals appear, don't wait, act immediately. Robert stayed calm. He pushed the coffee table aside, sat upright with support, and reached for the small bottle of aspirin he kept on the counter. He chewed one tablet quickly, just as he had been taught, and then called 911. While waiting for the operator, he placed his spare house key in a bowl by the front door, knowing the paramedics would need quick access. He followed each step with surprising clarity, almost like he had rehearsed it. 14 minutes later, the ambulance arrived. Robert was still conscious, breathing steadily, and in the correct position to reduce strain on his heart. Doctors later told him that his quick actions made the difference between survival and tragedy. His heart suffered minimal damage, and within weeks he was walking again, enjoying time with his grandchildren. Robert's story is powerful because it reminds us that survival is rarely about luck. It is about preparation. He didn't panic, and he didn't waste time second-guessing his symptoms. Instead, he trusted the knowledge he had learned and put it into practice at the very moment it mattered most. And this is the lesson for all of us. Heart attacks rarely arrive with dramatic warning signs like on television. They creep in silently, often disguised as something minor. The key is recognizing the signals and acting without hesitation. Just like Robert, you too can prepare yourself to face that moment with calm and confidence. One of the most dangerous myths about heart attacks is that they arrive suddenly with a dramatic collapse, just like in a movie. In reality, most heart attacks build quietly, often disguised as something else. For older adults, this can be especially dangerous because many dismiss the early signs as indigestion, fatigue, or stress. But your body is smarter than you think. It usually sends signals before the situation becomes critical. Let's walk through the 5 most important warning signs you should never ignore. Signal number 1. Pressure or heaviness in the chest. This is not a sharp stabbing pain, but rather a heavy, squeezing sensation, as if a large weight is pressing on your chest. Many seniors describe it as a rock sitting in the center of my chest, or someone squeezing my heart from the inside. Unlike gas or acid reflux, this feeling doesn't improve with rest or antacids. If the pressure lingers for more than 15 minutes, it should be taken seriously. Signal number 2, radiating pain. The discomfort often begins in the chest, but then spreads to other parts of the body, commonly the left arm, but also the shoulders, neck, jaw, or even the upper back. Women, in particular, tend to experience jaw pain more often than men, which sometimes leads them to call the dentist instead of 911. If the pain seems to move outward from the chest, that is a clear red flag. Signal number 3, extreme fatigue without clear reason. If you feel exhausted even though you haven't done anything physically demanding, your heart may not be pumping enough oxygen-rich blood through your body. Many older adults chalk this up to just getting old, but sudden, unexplained fatigue, especially when paired with other signals, can point directly to heart trouble. Women often experience this sign more than men, and sadly, it is frequently ignored. Signal number 4, shortness of breath and cold sweat. You might be sitting in your chair or lying in bed, and suddenly it feels like you can't catch your breath. Along with this, a cold sweat may break out across your body, even if the room is cool. Many mistake this for an anxiety attack, but if it's accompanied by chest pressure or radiating pain, it is far more likely to be your heart sending a distress call. Signal number 5, dizziness, nausea, or vomiting. These symptoms are often confused with stomach issues, so people take an antacid and hope it passes. But feeling lightheaded, sick to your stomach, or actually vomiting can be an early stage of a heart attack. Ignoring these signals can cost you valuable time. It's important to remember that you don't need to experience all 5 of these warning signs at once. For older adults with risk factors such as high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or a history of smoking, even 1 or 2 of these symptoms can mean serious danger. Acting immediately is critical. Take a lesson from Robert's story earlier. He recognized 3 signals at once: chest pressure, radiating pain, and sudden fatigue. That was enough to convince him that something was wrong, and he acted quickly. Because of that, his heart sustained minimal damage, and he was able to recover. The truth is simple. Your body rarely stays silent. It tries to warn you, but you have to be willing to listen. Recognizing these 5 signals and taking them seriously can mean the difference between surviving a heart attack and becoming another tragic statistic. When a heart attack strikes while you're alone, panic is the enemy. The truth is, those first 10 seconds are not about miracles. They're about knowledge, calm, and action. You don't need advanced medical training or fancy equipment. What you need is a clear plan and the courage to follow it. Here are the 8 survival steps that can dramatically increase your chances of staying alive until help arrives. Step 1. Stop everything and sit in a safe place. The moment you feel chest pressure, shortness of breath, or any of the warning signals we discussed, stop what you're doing immediately. Do not try to push through it or tell yourself it will pass. Walking, standing, or lying flat on the floor can all put more strain on your heart or lead to dangerous falls. The best position is sitting upright in a sturdy chair or on a sofa with your back supported. This keeps your circulation steady and prevents you from collapsing. Think of it like this. When your heart is struggling, stability is your first line of defense. A simple action sitting safely can save you from additional harm before anything else even begins. Step 2. Chew an aspirin. If you have aspirin in your home, take 1 325 milligram tablet or 4 baby aspirins, 81 milligram each, right away. The key is to chew it, not swallow it whole. Chewing allows the medication to absorb much faster into your bloodstream, helping to thin your blood and reduce the clot that may be blocking your arteries. This simple act can cut cardiac damage by up to 40%. It's wise to keep aspirin in an accessible place, like the kitchen counter or near your bedside. But remember, if you are allergic to aspirin or have been told by your doctor not to take it due to ulcers or other conditions, skip this step and move on quickly. Step 3. Call 911 and clearly state your location. Time is everything during a heart attack. Once you've taken aspirin, call 911 right away. Don't try to drive yourself, and don't assume the pain will fade. When the operator answers, immediately give your name, your address, and the fact that you are experiencing chest pain and shortness of breath. Say it clearly. because you may lose consciousness at any moment. Example: my name is Robert Johnson. I live at 1525 Maple Street, apartment 2B. I am having severe chest pain and difficulty breathing. After that, follow the operator's instructions and stay on the line if possible. Step 4. Unlock your door and make access easy. If paramedics arrive and the door is locked, valuable minutes can be wasted breaking it down. Place your keys in a visible spot near the entrance, or leave the door unlocked if it's safe to do so. If your home uses a digital code, write the code on a piece of paper and tape it to the front door. In that moment, your life matters more than your belongings. Many survivors later say this simple step saved them because the paramedics could get inside immediately without delay. Step 5. Position yourself at a 45-degree angle with legs slightly elevated. Do not lie flat, and don't remain completely upright. The best position is leaning back at about a 45-degree angle, with your legs supported on a pillow or cushion so they are slightly elevated. Why? This position helps blood flow continue to your brain and heart without overloading your lungs. Lying flat can cause fluid to build up, while sitting rigidly upright can force your heart to work harder. This posture gives your body the best chance to stay balanced while you wait for help. Step 6. Send a short text message to family. This is not the time for long phone calls. Talking requires energy, and energy is something you cannot afford to waste during a heart attack. Instead, send a quick, clear text message to 2 or 3 family members or friends, something like, having heart attack symptoms, called 911, going to hospital, end quote. This way, your loved ones know what's happening without you draining your strength, and you ensure someone will see the message even if others don't respond right away. Step 7. Control your breathing. Anxiety often makes a heart attack worse. To fight panic, use controlled breathing. Inhale gently through your nose for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Focus on making the exhale longer than the inhale. This reduces the workload on your heart, increases oxygen flow, and calms your body. You can even make a soft sound when exhaling to keep your rhythm steady. Practicing this breathing technique regularly, even when you're healthy, can help it become second nature in an emergency. Step 8. Press your wrist and cough 3 times. This step is less known, but in some cases, it may buy you extra time. With your thumb, press firmly on the inside of your wrist where you feel your pulse, and then cough forcefully 3 times in a row. The pressure and the coughing action can help maintain blood flow and stabilize your heart rhythm temporarily. This is not a replacement for medical care, but it can keep you conscious long enough for paramedics to arrive. Bringing it all together, each of these steps is simple, but together they create a powerful routine that can mean the difference between life and death. Survivors who have practiced these steps in advance often describe feeling calm rather than panicked. They knew what to do, in what order, and they trusted the process. You may never need to use these steps, but preparing now ensures that if the moment comes, you will not freeze or lose precious time. Just like fastening a seatbelt before driving, practicing the 10-second rule is a habit that can protect your life. Preparation is the quiet hero of survival. Most people imagine that emergencies are won by bravery, but in truth, survival often comes down to planning ahead. When it comes to heart attacks, the difference between panic and control is usually preparation. Think about Robert's story again. He didn't survive because he was lucky. He survived because he had learned the steps, practiced them in his mind, and placed aspirin where he could reach it easily. When the moment came, he didn't waste time wondering, he acted. That is the power of preparation. For seniors living alone, this becomes even more critical. You may not have someone beside you to dial 911 or grab your medication, but you can set yourself up for success long before the emergency ever happens. Start by writing down the 8 survival steps and posting them somewhere you'll see every day on your refrigerator, near your phone, or next to your favorite chair. Make them visible and easy to review. Next, rehearse them. It may feel a little silly at first, but practicing what you would do during a heart attack can make those steps second nature. Look at the clock, sit in your chair, pretend to chew aspirin, and walk through the sequence. Just like a fire drill, this rehearsal builds muscle memory so you won't freeze when seconds matter. And finally, create a supportive environment. Keep your phone fully charged, store aspirin in multiple rooms, and share the 10-second rule with your family and friends. If they know what you're practicing, they can encourage you and even rehearse with you. Preparation is not fear. Preparation is love for your own life, for your family, and for the years you still want to enjoy. By taking small steps now, you can replace uncertainty with confidence. You may never need to face a heart attack alone, but if you do, you'll know exactly what to do, and that peace of mind is priceless. Surviving a heart attack is one challenge, but preventing one is even better. The truth is, many heart attacks are not inevitable. By adopting a few simple lifestyle changes, you can lower your risk dramatically even in your 70s or 80s. Doctors often talk about complicated diets or expensive treatments, but in reality, 3 golden habits stand out as the most powerful protectors of your heart. Golden habit number 1. Walk 30 minutes every day. You don't need to jog, lift weights, or join a gym. Just walking steadily and consistently is enough to keep your circulation strong and your heart healthier. Picture a quiet stroll around your neighborhood, a lap around the local park, or even pacing inside a shopping mall during winter. The key isn't speed, it's consistency. An 82-year-old man I once knew walked every morning, rain or shine, for more than 25 years. At his last checkup, his doctor told him his heart looked 20 years younger than his age. Movement is medicine, and walking is one of the simplest prescriptions. Golden habit 2. Reduce your salt intake. Salt is often called a silent killer. Too much of it raises blood pressure, stiffens arteries, and quietly sets the stage for a heart attack. The tricky part is that most salt doesn't come from the shaker it hides in processed foods like canned soups, frozen meals, deli meats, and packaged snacks. By cooking at home more often and seasoning with herbs instead of salt, you can retrain your taste buds. Many seniors who made this switch say that after a month, salty food actually tastes unpleasant. Less salt means less strain on your heart, and that adds up to more years of health. Golden habit number 3. Quit cigarettes and cut down on alcohol. I've heard many older adults say, "I've smoked for 50 years, what's the point of quitting now?" But the truth is, it's never too late. Your body begins repairing itself the very day you stop. Within months, breathing becomes easier, circulation improves, and your heart benefits. The same goes for alcohol. Cutting back reduces strain on your liver, blood pressure, and heart muscle. I recall a 74-year-old who gave up smoking after 5 decades. Within 6 months, he could climb stairs without stopping to catch his breath. His only regret was not quitting sooner. These 3 golden habits, walking daily, reducing salt, and avoiding tobacco and alcohol, may sound simple, but together they can reduce your risk of heart attack by more than 70%. Combine them with regular doctor visits and medications, if prescribed, and you give yourself the best chance at a longer, healthier life. Remember, prevention is not about adding years just for the sake of numbers, it's about adding quality to those years. Every step you take, every meal you adjust, every cigarette you put down, it all adds up to a stronger heart and more time with the people you love. Now that you've learned the signals, the survival steps, and the habits that protect your heart, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and write the word HOPE if this message gave you strength today. Or, if you'd like, share one lesson you'll carry with you after watching this video. And please, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Subscribe to this channel, tap the notification bell so you never miss life-saving tips, and share this video with your friends or family. You never know whose life might be saved because of it. We've covered a lot together today. You now know the 5 warning signals that your body may send before a heart attack, the 8 survival steps that can keep you alive when you're alone, and the 3 golden habits that protect your heart for the long run. The message is simple but powerful. You are not powerless. With preparation, knowledge, and calm action, you can save your own life. Please remember, though this video is for general awareness, if you face any health challenges or experience symptoms, always consult your doctor before making changes or trying anything new. Your physician knows your personal history best and can guide you safely. Now, I'd love for you to leave a comment below. Tell me what lesson stood out most to you, or simply write the word hope as a promise to yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video with someone you care about. As you move forward, carry this thought with you. Preparation is not fear, it's strength, it's love, and it's the key to many more years of life, family, and peace of mind. Take care of yourself, and may your heart stay strong.